I don't leave my people's opinions don't pay my bills. I've read that somewhere and it's true. So I just kept moving forward. I just kept moving forward. I just kept sharing. I just kept sharing. I just kept sharing. My network grew. By July, I was a V3. The income that I started making from this, I was using that income. The first priority in my life was to become financially free. Because I remember when I was having that challenge, that financial challenge, the biggest challenge was when people were calling me up to pay, especially the banks. Merciless. There is no mercy. So what I had to do was I focused on solving every single financial debts that I had. By end of that year, end of 2021, I became financially free. I paid off every single debt of mine. 0 debts. That was the greatest relief in my life. In the first 8 months alone, I made close to 180,000 US dollars. That's where I started from. You guys got to understand, I started with nothing. Some of you right now may have more. There was no trainings at that time. There was no events like this. People who were trading at that time did not really know how to trade. Everybody was making money because the market was in our favor. Let me tell you this, all of us have choices. It's all about choices. Some choices that we make will get us forward. Some choices that we make will make us get left behind. We have to make choices every day. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is when things are utterly tough and it looks like there is no hope, that is where you find your strength. And if you can find your strength and push yourself up from the ground when nothing seems to be working for you, when nothing seems to be supporting you, remember, the earth, the ground is still there. And if you can find the strength to push yourself up, you can rise and you can go to the next level. I pray to God to give me that strength. And I'm thankful that I got that strength. And I pushed forward. I pushed forward. Life is all about choices. Life is all about decisions. Life is all about taking the right action over and over and over and over and over again until we get to where we want to go. If not, you get left behind and you don't deserve success. That is what I told myself. I'm not telling to you guys. I told to myself. And I pushed forward. I pushed forward. Today, there's 102,000 people in my team all over the world. But you have to remember, it was not always like that. In April 2021, I was alone. One person with no idea how to do this. And I noticed something. What happened was end of 2021, December 2021, the previous bull market ended. The price of Bitcoin was at 69,000 and the price plunged all the way down to $15,000. And at that time, I also noticed that a lot of people were running helter-skelter away because they did not understand what this crypto was all about. I just knew crypto, there's nothing wrong with crypto. It was something to do with the market. So what I did from at that time when the market was going down, I started understanding the financial cycles of what happened in the crypto world. I started to study this. I started to find out more. And that when I had that understanding of what was happening, that made me strong and I stayed on. A lot of those people who did not understand what was happening, they left, and then some of them are never to be heard of, and some of them are returning today. Because it's always a cycle. I stayed, I strengthened myself and I prepared myself because I could see the market is cyclical. The market always repeats a pattern. And we can understand that pattern and we can decipher that pattern. What happens is you become extremely wealthy. So that's what happened. In this journey, I realized another thing is those you start this journey with may not be the people that you will end it with. As I am progressing in this journey, there were people who were dropping out and there were people who were coming in, and I had to play a role. What is that role? That is the role of leadership. What I know, I had to teach. What I know, I had to share. What I know, I had to make the other person see it as well. I had to learn how to collaborate, I had to learn how to teach, and I have to make sure that I kept moving forward, regardless whether anyone else was moving forward or not. And then I realized there were strong leaders, an army of powerful people who were following behind.